Hi guys, welcome to 2D Design on the Computer. Now we're just going to go over a little introduction of where things are located in Adobe Photoshop. So let's get started. First, we have on the left here our toolbar panel. Then we have our document window with our preview of our document. Up here we have our control panel. Then at the top up here we have our main menu bar, and on the side here we have our standard panel where we can go through the different panels that we need at the time. So let's head back over to the toolbar panel. Here on the toolbar we have our selection tools located up at the top here. They allow you to select the object or move the object around. For example, we have the marquee tool, we have the lasso tool, the quick selection tool, or the magic wand tool. Remember that if you see this little arrow in the bottom right corner, that is indicating that there are more than one tools in that tool. Then we move down a little further and we have the eyedropper tool, which allows you to replace certain colors. And going down we have more of our editing tools or our brush tools, which allow us to retouch certain parts of the image. For example, if there is skin blemishes, scratches, marks on your image, or different areas of the background you would like to replace, you can use either of these tools. Each tool has more of a specific way to use it and can be used for certain tasks, and they work better on certain tasks. So let's just click on the paintbrush tool right now, and as you can see up here, my control panel has changed compared to if I am on my quick selection tool. As you see, one more time, it changes. This just indicates what is available feature-wise for this tool. For example, for the paintbrush tool, it is showing that we are on the paintbrush, the size of the paintbrush, the mode of how it is going to blend with the layers, the opacity, the flow, and then the smoothness. So this varies amongst the tools, but it's good to know that it's there. And now moving on to our other section of our toolbar panel are two tools that allow vector-based images to occur here in Adobe Photoshop, which is our pen tool. We know that. It is basically the same as it is in Illustrator, as you can see from this little sample that's happening here. We have the text tool, which allows you to create text within your image. Then we have the hand tool, which allows you to move around on your image. Same with zoom in and zoom out, and that can also be done by keyboard shortcut command plus sign and command minus sign. And as we move down, we have a variety of tools down here that can also be used. The most common one for me would probably be the paint bucket tool, one I use a lot. And as you can see, some of these tools are very similar to Adobe Illustrator. And then moving down, we have our color swatches. This just shows the colors that we have selected. You're allowed to pick two different colors. Right now I have a pink and then like a maroon color. The default is black and white. To click them, to change them, you would need to click on them, use this color picker and click on that area. Remember, the numerical value of the color is listed right here. And then it will change to that color, and let's, for say we do the paint bucket tool, we can change the color in one entire click. All right, so that is our toolbars panel. Then for our document window, we have the file name up here at the top and the color space it's in. As you can see, it's in RGB. You can also, in the document preview, you can click and change the background if we'd like. Right now it's on default. You can do light gray, white, so that is something to think about. Right at the top here, you have your main menu, which lists file, edit, image, and we can get into them later. And then moving over here to the standard panel, we have a variety of different things happening right here. We have our color panel, which allows us to pick the different colors, predetermined colors from our color swatches, library, adjustments panel, which you will probably use more frequently. This allows you to adjust photos or images based on the light, gradients. So there's a variety of tools in here as well. Then we come down here to the most important panel in Photoshop, which is the layers panel. It works a little different than it does in Adobe Illustrator. The one similarity it does have is that the stacking order, whatever is above the layer is what will be seen. So for example, if I go to my bottom layer and let's say I color a blob here, you will not see it. If I make this panel or this layer, give me a second here. Make sure your layer is clicked on with the eyedropper, but as you can see here, you will not see what is underneath because of the stacking order of the layers. So you can turn it on or off to see, or you can rearrange the order. If it is a background layer and it is locked, it will not let you rearrange this layer, so keep that in mind. Then we're going to come over here. Oh, also too, down here there are different features that are listed. One is the folders, and then new layer, trash can. So those are sometimes helpful. And up at the top here we have our history. We have our brushes that we can select, our text, and then also paragraph. We have our workspace that we're working is essential for our workspace. If you need to reset it, just click Essentials again. If you're missing a panel, you can, just like Illustrator, come over to here, go to Windows, and just click and make sure it is checked. Like for example, the layers is checked so we can see it. Let's click on one that is not checked. Okay, and it will appear floating. To dock it, you can drag it and put it in. To cancel it, you would have to take it out of the panel if it's docked, and you can just close it out. So those are the panels that you could add. And just remember that Photoshop is a raster-based program. There are some vector-based capabilities of it, but we will be using it more for rastered images, which are images with pixels in them. And this will be the beginning of the tour of Photoshop, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.